Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Great Millstone of Virginia. As always, to give you the latest, news, article, and lessons through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And as first and foremost, as always, we want to give all praises and glory and honor due to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem HaKakodash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, reward for teaching out the truth, and of course, peace and blessings and salutations. So you come out there as pushing the truth throughout the four corners of earth, sincerely to the best of their ability, scattered the four corners of earth. With that, I want to say shalom.
Shalom.
Of course, man, days going by fast, as you can see, man, because the scripture says that the Most High shall speed up for the elect's sake, man. And I think like a few more days, man, it's about to be May 1st, man. You know, as you can see, spring, beautiful time out, things, and of course, prophecies is gonna happen this summer, man. Rather be current events, race riots, anything, man. Something's about to happen, man. Hey, the scripture says what concerning slack, man. Like I said, don't be slack, man, because these prophecies will be coming to pass, as the elder said. He says, what, the year of the turn up, man.
Sure.
These are times that we're living in. Like I said, a lot of people want to join their following wickedness, as they always have been in Babylon. But as you can see throughout the four corners of the earth, man, there's war brewing, man. Chaos, destruction, anguish. This what talking about gnashing of teeth, man. A time for peace and a time for war. We should know in this time period of what season that we're in, man. We're in a time for war, man. Look what's going on over there throughout the four corners of the earth, man. War, pestilence, the tempest of storms, man. China over there ain't over there having a good time,
Right.
As they shouldn't, because, for what they did to us, man. That's why they're serving judgment right now, man. They're a prideful nation,
Yeah.
But of course, I don't want to digress. I want to get straight to the situation about, situation that's going on this past week, man, about, Elon Musk buying, Twitter, man. So he ain't bought it just because he bought it, There's every reason behind everything, man. And of course, like I said, once it catches his eye, man, something's bound to come up, man. We just don't know what it is, man.
Yep.
Since he owns it, like I said, he could do anything he wants with it, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of things, like I said, he can shadow ban you, close accounts, like I say, this is just another case. I'm not saying that it probably is, because I'm not 100% sure myself if brothers be on Twitter like that, but but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But again, this is another sign of the famine of the word, man. Because Twitter allows freedom of speech about what to say, about certain things. Hey, the scripture talks about that, man. So who knows what it might unfold, man. But of course, they don't let it catch you by surprise, because the scripture says what? We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Okay? If brothers got anything you want to say, if not, you can go straight to the article.
And this is from ABC News, and the headline reads, "Must free speech push for Twitter repeat in history?" Let's right to the article, and it says Elon Musk, the world's richest man, is spending $44 billion.
Which we know that he's not the richest man.
Right.
Right. He's about $1 billion, but he's not $1 trillion. And we know who the $1 trillion is, man. The elites,
right.
Or as you would know, the Rothschilds, man. But of
Yep.
course, they don't want you to know, because they want to keep themselves hidden, man.
That's right.
But those that in the knowledge, we know who they are, man. Because they're the ones that control everything. They're the ones that finance the world wars, World War I, World War II, and soon to be World War III, man.
That's right.
Elon Musk doesn't have the type of power to start wars, man.
Right.
Only the elites can do. Because Job says what? It says in Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, man. Who controls the money system? Who controls the banks? Elon Musk does not control the banks.
Yeah, he's just a puppet for they use him to say certain stuff.
Yeah, exactly, man. He only does what elites tell him to do, man.
That's right.
And that was it. Go on that. Just cut that off.
They're spending $44 billion to acquire Twitter, with the stat aimed of turning it into a haven for free speech. There's just one problem. The social platform has been down this road before, and it didn't end well. A decade ago, Twitter executive dubbed the company the free speech wing of the Free Speech Party to upscore its commitment to transmental freedom. of expression. Subsequent events put the monarcher to the test. The repressive what's that? Regimes.
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 Okay,
That's
okay.
what it's right. Regimes crack down on Twitter's users, particularly in the wake of the short-lived Arab Spring demonstration in the U.S. A visceral 2014 article by journalist Amanda Hess exposed the incident.
If I may?
Yep.
A lot of people back in 2014 and like stuff like that when Twitter started blocking accounts and blocking information that was being told, a lot of people looked at that as being a bad thing.
Right.
So now
that's pretty much what this is all about.
Yeah, So now they're seeing what Elon Musk has been doing over the course of time and actually look at his works as being a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They actually look at him as being technologically savvy and on their side.
Mm-hmm.
When in fact, all of this leads to something,
Right.
Yeah.
These devils don't do anything unless it benefits their agenda, their cause, and the final outcome.
Yeah, he's the tech safe haven,
Mm-hmm.
what everybody looks to as the pinnacle of pretty much tech savy,
Right.
Yeah, kind of with that what they're doing with the Space Force X, man.
Space Force,
right,
his I don't want to say the name,
His
but
car,
the car,
Tesla?
the Tesla, but also the company that wants to
Oh, that's right.
put the stuff in your brain.
Oh yeah, Khan. Oh, I forgot he also owns PayPal too, by the way.
That's true.
I totally forgot about that.
Wow.
Totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people look at this guy as being on their side. But if you look at the history of the people who's calling the shots now, all of them from Bill G to Zuckerberg to Elon Musk, all of these men has to do with technology. The software, the hardware, and the visual illusion. And all of these technologies are going to be merged into one.
Yep.
To bring in what? That beast system, man.
Yep.
Dang, that's crazy, man.
So they can
go
put that mark in your right hand on your forehead.
That's right, bro.
It's not a coincidence, man. You know what I mean? What they trying to get you to get you engulfed through it, man. Such as what the metaverse and like I said, putting chips, putting the MOB in the brains, and of course that's ultimately what they want, man, to control you, man.
It's all part of that system.
Dang, man.
Yep.
So the old Terry Waite, man.
That's right.
It's all coming to pass. It's all been in motion, but now it's just in front of your face now.
Yeah, kind of. They can't hide it no more. They're just doing it, just gradualism, man. That's how he used to work. He does it with gradualism, man. You may not agree with it, but over time, like I said, what you start to see technology when you watch these movies, when you actually see certain things that was normalized, start to be normal, man. Put it like this, man. Same thing with this LGBTXY elemental P1234 community, man. First, it was just men and men, right? During those times, right? Then over with the Obama administration, whatever. Like I said, it wasn't as I won't say as bad, but it was like whatever. And then over time, all of a sudden, I don't know where it came. All of a sudden, it started being, and like I say, you can be anybody what you want.
Right.
I remember Jake was saying, I forgot what it's called. It's called the Black Authority. He was saying that transgender was actually supposed to be actually somebody transitioning to actually that's the actual man to a female. But now, like I said, that was a physical thing. But now you can be mentally be a woman instead of physically.
Yep.
That's just, I'm not talking about that gradualism now, right? To the point what it seemed more normalized now. So now I can say, oh, I can be a woman now because how the way I feel, not way how I transition.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
That's how it's being planned out with this technology. I'm just giving an example, man. Like I said, like I said, don't be surprised because like I said, Esau already done experiments with, like I said, with at least somebody. Okay, let's try this. like I said, let's try this MOB chip to see if it works, and it may work for a little bit, and it's not fully, to the full extension, until over time, because it says what, and then it says what, roughly paraphrasing, if that's correct, chapter tells me what knowledge shall increase, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
To the point where, like I said, it make you feel like, oh, I'm actually, it feels real now, like, you know what I mean? Oh, and this, but we know that, Esau's tech always backfires at the end of the day.
And if I may, to land back on what you were saying, a lot of this started in the 50s or even in the 40s, because I remember the Star Trek series when Captain Kirk was slobbing down like a green chick.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
It was controversial back then, but over time, the people grown to accept, him making LOVE to a green chick, an alien.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now you have a situation where, you got people doing it to dolls.
It's a fetish. It's a fetish. That's what the term is. That, like, my fetish.
Yeah, So, a lot of people who actually have a problem with it are actually starting to speak out. And what's going to have to happen is these people are going to have to be muffled. You got to find a way to shut these people up. And that's what is going to usher in the famine of the word, because a lot of people are starting to wake up. To what this devil was doing.
Come. I got one right quick. This is Job chapter 5 verse 12. It says, he disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in his own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet in the darkness in the daytime, and grope in noonday as in the night. And that's the point. Like I said, like I say, he's trying to get to the new world order with this chip, man. And most times only gonna allow them to get to that certain what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Peak or pinpoint, whatever, man. Until the Lord comes back, man. Because what? He's gonna destroy the whole earth, man. Hey, the scripture says what in Isaiah? I think the first chapter says what? If the Lord don't come back, we all should be at Sodom, man.
That's right.
He really trying to, like I said, man. He really trying to integrate flesh with machine, man. He's a madman sparing none, man. That's how wicked he is, man. That's why he has to be taken out of the way, man. That's why that's why the Lord's speeding up, man. And people, like I said, man, people just gonna go along with it, man. People ain't gonna try to fight the system, man. People are already engulfed too much in the matrix already, man. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, man. This society is immoral, it's backwards. This is the worst generation of all generations. Even Yahushua said it himself, man. This is adulterous generation, man. People, like I said, man, people don't think, people don't have any morals, man. That's the key word, morals, man.
They don't even want to find out information, the right information.
God. And some people would actually rather be an obedient slave, man. As long as they do what they want to do, man. Do what thou will, but as long as you obey the system, man.
That's right. That's how a lot of jakes is gonna crumble. When the system crumbles.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to listen. And it's not like it's a far off. It's happening here today, right now. Even today as we're doing this lesson, these devils are constantly going to work, scheming and plotting on ways, to shut you people up.
And that's why this is a rebellious house, man. I mean, look at Jacob, man. He's rebellious, man. On a high level, man. We've been preaching this word out and continue to preach this word out, man, till the Lord shut up our mouths, man. Which if we on the streets, man, Jacob gonna be rebellious, man. Even in Jacob's trouble, Jacob gonna be rebellious, man. And that's why he has to be taken out of the way, man. Like I said, Jake is hey, the scripture says what? He is sick in the head, man.
The whole head is sick.
The whole head is sick, man.
That's right, bro.
That's why he has to be taken out of the way, man. Ultimately by these nuclear missiles, man. His spirit needs to be cleansed, man. And it makes sense why the Lord said that, man. We, like I said, with us, the more we in His truth, the more we get more wisdom, the more, like I said, we see through that, through through their spirit, man. You know, that the spirit is off, man. And like I said, man, they need to be destroyed and come back, man.
Yeah.
You know, as newborn babies, man. You know, you can't bring a Jake like that into the kingdom of heaven, man.
Nah, man.
You know,
Destroyed.
man, do you know what type of the vile things, man, he'll do in a perfect kingdom, man?
Right.
You know, having 2 women, whatever.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, one time.
Right.
and started eating. You already know, you know, his seafood, shrimp and lobster, and stuff like that. Come on, man, you can't bring. Hey, that's what Scripture says. What flesh and blood should not inherit the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
You know, and we know this what through the laws, man.
Yep.
That's right.
You know, like I said, hey, like I said, even us, you know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean? We can't go in the kingdom of heaven, man, because what? Like I said, man, we've been defiled, we be sinning. Hey, man, we sin every day, man.
That's right. Our righteousness is
Filthy rags, man. That's why it makes sense why the Lord has to change us to that perfect being, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
But of course, you know, dang, hey, the spirit, man, we went from another to another section.
Right, right.
It's beautiful.
Right.
But of course, going back to that subject about, I forgot we was at. Oh, we talking about again a little bit, somewhat. Oh, that's right.
Pretty much the transition. Of
Yeah. The water. Yeah. Going to that transition, man. You know, even the scripture says in 1 Timothy, it says what? That man and beast cannot mix flesh, man.
Right.
You know, going to basically, you know what I mean, it's a cut to that, you know what I mean, to that, you know, Scientology theory, man.
Right.
Talking about we come from monkeys and all that, man.
Right.
You know, the Lord don't make no mistakes, man.
Nope. They call it evolution. You know,
God.
they look at it in terms of evolution. Oh yeah, you know, it's evolution. You know, to blend a human with another animal.
God.
They call it evolution. You know, to blend a human with machinery.
God. That's Satanism, man.
God.
You know, that's Antichrist. And what does Antichrist mean? You mean against, man, against what the laws of what you know what I mean, of what I mean the word says, man. You know, hey, the scripture says in Ecclesiastes, the Lord made everything beautiful in His time, man.
Right.
You know how the trees work, how the trees has laws, how there's water, salt water can't reach a certain water.
Yeah.
You know, oil, you know, can't mix and all that stuff, man. The Lord created everything beautiful, man. But then, like I said, you got the serpent that's viler than the earth, when it wanted basically telling the Most High that what he's doing is wrong, man. You
That's
know?
right. They actually come out and say that dumb shit too.
Okay, of course.
They actually say, you know, the Most High made a mistake. You know, and I'm talking about Jakes, you know. Jakes also.
Yeah, yeah,
You
cool.
know,
Yeah, there's some
they're
jakes
saying
out there.
this as a comedian, you know. I think I heard Chris Rock say, you know, the Lord made a mistake when He made a porcupine. Really?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard him say it before.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So even you Jakes are damaged goods. You know, because you've actually gone the way of your heathen masters.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing all of this towards the sake of evolution, when in fact, it's all, you know, like as the brother was bringing out, it's all opposing Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah.
God.
That's all I got, bro.
Yeah, come, yeah. You can go back to that speech, man.
Come. Start back where we left off. It says, over the subsequent years, Twitter learned a few things about the consequences of running a largely under-moderated social platform. One of the most important beings that companies generally don't want their ads running against violent threats, hate speech that bleeds into incitement and misinformation that aims to tip election or undermine public health.
And if I may, when it gets to that point, they want to control the narrative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, it's all about,
So when information comes out that they're not ready for it to come out, then they hush it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Until when they're ready to bring it out. And by that time, that spirit's already changed. You know?
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. It makes sense, man. That's why, you know what I mean? Like I said, hey, man, like I said, man, you got some Edomites, I'm pretty sure, man, you know what I mean? They got some good stuff up there, man, on Twitter, man.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, man, you know, like I said, man, you know what I mean? Some people do be posting some decent stuff up there.
Yeah.
You
Because
know?
I'm pretty sure, you know, you got some Edomites, you know, that said, this is bullshit. They're doing X, Y, and Z years ago. but they shut it up.
Mm.
You know, and now, you know, it's coming out that the prophets of Great Millstone was right.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you know, a lot of people are really starting to question the situation.
Mm-hmm. Let me get the scripture because I don't want to roughly paraphrase it. Man, see, this is my personal thing, man. That's one thing I like about these Edomites, man. I'm talking about I mean, they go against their own system, man.
Mm-hmm.
You funny how you said it. You funny.
They do.
They do.
This is my country.
Yeah, con.
I stole it.
Which I don't blame them because I mean, like I said, it's their kingdom, man. Like I said, you know what I mean. With these least men, you know what I mean. They are ruling their kingdom, man. Because as it says, if Satan against Satan, how shall his kingdom stand?
That's right.
So you know what I mean. I don't blame you, man. But at the same time, though, it's funny and it's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
You know, because if they still had their power, they wouldn't be going against, you know, like what they doing now, man.
That's right.
Because now that they fixed their kingdom. You know, because what's coming to an end, now they want to fight for it. You know what I mean? Oh, now they got to, oh snap, I'm losing my power.
Yeah, I'm not of one mind.
Exactly. You know? They had their time. But now, as you can see, the time is up, man.
That's right.
You know? Like I said, everything that you reap, man, is like it's coming back, man.
Yeah.
Roughly, and it's beautiful, man, because it's how it's supposed to be. God, this is Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that seems shall flee away, man. So as you can see, like I said, you know, hey, like I said, you got some ease up there. That's putting out some heavy information. You know what I mean? That they can't do it anywhere else on YouTube, whatever.
Nope.
You know, that's popular, whatever. You know, So you know, if that's one of the reasons behind you know their agenda, then hey, man, then like I said, you know, that's when you got to go to them alternative media sites, man.
Exactly, because a lot of people jumped off of YouTube, so like
that's true, man. Like I said, even like I said, we know like Dabu 7, man. You know, like I said, he don't go on you know what I mean, on the long videos as he used to, man.
Nah.
You know,
Short and sweet.
Yeah, short and sweet.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, you still got some information out, you know, still out there, but it's not like I said, it's not prevalent as it used to be, man.
Oh, and if I may, going back to the point I was making earlier. They want to control the narrative, and the way that they were controlling the narrative was on YouTube. They allowed a lot of people to say what they wanted to say.
You can actually cuss. I remember back then, man. You can actually cuss on YouTube, man.
Exactly. Whereas now, they don't want a lot of the information to come out. You know, and what they started doing, cutting videos, deleting channels, and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You remember, like I said, we still to the day with the algorithm, man. You know, about what we say, man. Exactly. I remember, like I said, man. We couldn't even say we couldn't even say ESAW.
No.
You know, without getting banned.
No. And you know what's so beautiful about Yahweh Shemi Awashai? He allowed us to talk slang. So if he said something that's off the wall, we understood what it meant.
Yeah.
You know? We didn't need a dictionary term, you know, to describe what a slang word was. Yahweh Shemi Awashai blessed us with being able to talk slang. So only we get it. Bro, it's beautiful. You know? We are the salt of the earth.
That's right. Hey, just looking into it, like the scriptures got plenty of slang in them, you know.
It does.
The men of old always spoke slang. Even Yahweh Shemi Awashai was full of slang, you know, parables and things of that nature. You know, we were people that do those kind of things. That's why we rule the music world and things of that nature, because we good with words, you know.
Like I said, you know, like Cap or
right.
You know what I mean? I remember nobody said that before, but now since Jake, whoever invented that, now everybody's saying it now.
No
you know,
cap.
No
cap.
They'll call it ebonics, but Jake having a full blown conversation that nobody can understand but Jake.
Yeah, true. Or like question P.
Right.
Jay always coming up with new terms and new words, man. Dances, man. Tell you, like you said, all the earth, man. That's crazy, man. No other nation can do that, man.
No other nation can understand us. So even if they cut this out, you know, even out there in the wilderness, Jake is gonna understand Jake.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, in terms of conversation, Jake is gonna understand Jake.
Yeah. You can go back.
To that.
Yeah.
Let's see. With Musk, his presbyterian of free speech just leaves everything up that would be bad in and of itself, said Paul Barrett, the deputy director of the Center of Business and Human Rights at the New York University. If you stop moderating with automated systems and human reviews, a site like Twitter, in the space of a short period of time, you would have a cesspool. I mean, that's true. You kind of do need those. You need to shut some people up, but hey, that's not what Elon Musk wants right now.
Yeah, kind of. Because, like I said, one of the reasons I believe on that, man, is these, man, LGBT, keeping me out, man. But the stuff they be saying out there is just vexing, man.
Shut up, you know.
You know.
Yeah. But hey, you know.
Yeah, it's just vexing, man. That some many people say, man, it's just straight stupidity, man.
Yep.
You know, and they justify it, man. Straight mental illness. Go ahead.
Yeah. Google. Barrett pointed out, quickly learned this lesson the hard way when major companies like Toyota and Anheuser-Busch yanked their ads after they ran ahead of YouTube videos produced by extremists in 2015. Once it was clear just how unhealthy the conversation had gotten, Twitter's co-founder and former CEO Jack Dorsey spent years trying to improve what he called the health of the conversation on the platform.
All right.
Pretty much, I guess, just protecting the minds of the people.
Okay, but even then, so that's off. Because when you think about it, okay, I can't have this conversation online, but I can have this conversation in person.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So online, it's just a control thing. In other words, online, you can reach more people. So, you know, you got to control that.
You got to control the narrative.
Exactly. But in the conversation of three, you can't control the narrative.
That's true.
You know? That is just their way of controlling what information gets to the masses.
Yep.
You know? And the internet has been used to spread the information quickly to the masses.
Yep.
You know, that same information could be spread by us over time. You know what I'm saying? But they got to control the information.
Yep.
You know, as quickly as possible.
Yep.
They got to quell it. They got to control it. You know. That's all I got.
Okay. What was that?
But at the end of the day, all of this is leading to the famine of the word.
That's true.
You know, it's all leading to one point in time to stop the information. You know, because we're in that time. You know, wars, rumors of wars, famine. You know, the economical collapse, kingdom against kingdom. You know, man against man. You know, all of this is at the cusp of happening. You know. And they gotta find a way to shut it down without them looking like the bad guy.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So Elon Musk is gonna come through like the red, you know, the red savior.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, to try to bring Twitter back.
That's right.
You know, the same Twitter that cut Donald Trump off.
Right.
You know, to bring him back, to bring his group back. You know, the fight left against right. That's all it's ever been.
That's how Issa does, man.
Yep.
You know, you gotta have both parties, man. You know, it's a balance. That's what it's all about, a balance. You gotta have a balance, man.
That's right.
You know.
Yep. And so the people can't be thrown off by this. You know, a lot of Jakes are gonna look at this as, you know, a good thing. I don't know. But at the end of the day, all of this is meant to bring about the famine of the word.
Yep. Here it is. It kind of furthers into that.
There you go.
Twitter has continued to craft rules and invested in staff and technologically that detect violent threats, harassment, misinformation that violates its policies.
Yeah. See, misinformation. Here we go.
Yep.
So somebody talks about this Vaseline on Twitter and they can block it.
Yep.
That's right.
You know.
Or even come and get you.
Yeah. Yeah. Or
Get
even
that guy.
Right.
They're talking about it. Oh, Salak, and if I may, all of this is gonna all of this is going to fall into the system, you know, the B system.
Yep.
Because even now, announced to people's acknowledgement, they've also got the credits or the your personal scoring system already in play. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
They've already got your scoring system, you know, how you score in the world, you know, like if
Oh,
credit's
talking about.
good,
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah. Oh, like your credit score and all that
Credit
stuff.
yeah,
score.
all of that's in play.
Yeah, kind
Well,
of.
even,
You already got that in China already.
That's right.
Remember, sometime
They
back.
got it here too,
When it-
but it's not out there in your face yet.
Remember,
Yeah.
sometime back, on certain mailbox, you would have a dot on it. You know what I'm saying?
A red
That
one,
dot,
a green one.
it would represent how into the system you was.
Mm.
You know, those dots used to be on your mailbox to say, okay, this person would go along with this person would or wouldn't go along with that.
Remember
You know,
that shit?
yeah,
Mm.
that's what those dots was for.
God,
I think
as
I
ma-
remember
What?
Tasha Hall bringing that out one time. I think that's why I heard it from.
Right.
God, as a matter of fact, we already on the red list, man. Through what Project Begito,
That's right.
Agenda 21.
That's right. So
You know,
that,
the extremists, what the quote unquote, as they like to say, the Black Hebrew Israelites, man. So we already on the red list, man.
Right.
That's right.
You know, we were against this society.
and the people that took that jump shot, you know, they like, okay, we got people right here that'll comply. So they're finding all kind of ways to figure out who's gonna
Yeah.
go along. You know?
So if you basically took the jab, if you basically took the Vaseline, we would know that you're gonna take the BEAST system.
right,
That's right.
You know,
right.
you know, some people just folded it. Hey, some people took their fifth boost, man. Dang, man.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
And they weren't even pressured into it. They like, yeah, I'll take it.
I think it's
Yeah.
about time for another boost, honey. It's like, all right, darling, we'll go in the morning.
And quote unquote, as you can see, you know what I mean?
Just leave me alone.
The pan is already over with, man. You know,
Yeah.
he did all that, and all of a sudden now what? Everything's some. You know, how you say with the what's they call it? The mandates.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Already
right.
looked it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dr.
F word.
God.
Just came out and said, yeah, we're done with that.
That's what I was literally about
Yeah.
to say. Yeah.
We're
Te-
done with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, he
God.
said all their phases are done. You know?
right. They
I'm
know
pretty-
exactly what to do to put you people in check.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
And then who knows what this thing might do? You know, like I said, months or years down the line, man.
hopefully
You know?
we ain't here years. Hopefully.
No, not years, but I'm talking about, you know what I mean, with the effect that's going on, you know what I mean, once they took it, man. Like I said,
Oh, yeah.
because what? Everybody reacts to it differently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, their body. You know, some people get it now, some people may get it within a year, man.
That's right.
You know, who
Well, that's
knows
right,
what
they
the
did
system
say
is
that.
doing going down the line, you know what I mean, once they, you know what I mean, when the system get used to it, man.
They did
They
say
didn't,
that.
they did not do it for a reason.
Exactly.
They didn't alter
Yeah.
your DNA for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For no reason, you know?
yeah. And I'm pretty sure that they got enough people, you know, so they probably
Oh, yeah.
done with it now.
Oh, yeah.
Ninjas are walking telephone poles,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
just bouncing off frequencies off each other.
Mm-hmm. You know, and they still bidding them mobile towers,
Yeah.
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 you know?
I mean, that's going to be how everything's ran, you know, through those towers.
Yeah.
You know, you connect what's in your hand or your forehead
Okay.
to that tower, and
Yeah.
it all goes to that one system.
Yeah.
You know,
There you go. Like I said, my brother told me, like I said, they even got blue light, street lights.
I know I've seen them.
Yeah,
I haven't
know?
seen one in person,
Yeah,
but I've seen
kinda.
them.
Yeah, they be out there at nighttime, right there.
They got some over here.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
man,
Ready to go?
Yeah.
ready to go.
So who knows what it is? Because like I said, we seen YouTube videos, man, about people that
Right,
took
right,
it.
right.
And he said the blue chain. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I was like, dang,
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
That's right. You know, you flash a black light on them,
Right.
you know, and it shows their veins,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this information is coming out about what they really did
Mm-hmm.
and what they're really doing,
Mm.
you know.
Mm.
This man ain't hiding it no more,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mhm.
But he's got to maintain control of the message,
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
Yeah,
And,
that's how he's able to keep doing what he's doing without him,
yeah,
you know, putting that great rap in yet.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for him, you know, like I said, because of course it's not gonna happen, you know. But let's see, hypothetically speaking, if we were to rush everything now, his plan would have gone to haywire, man.
With all the
That's right.
guns that are on the street, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah,
he ain't even. I'm sure he wants to move further on the guns. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he hasn't
Oh.
completely got to that phase yet. You know,
Okay,
because
yeah.
they've been working on trying to get these guns out of people's hands for a long time.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
That's one of the hardest things, man. The second commandment, because like I said, man, eat. Like I said, man, eat. Like I said, he gonna die for
He
it, man.
gonna die
And
with
trust
his
and
gut.
believe him. Like I said, man, he even said it himself. He's gonna go down fighting. He's gonna swinging. I mean, I don't blame him because what? That's his blessing, as the scripture says. Fatness of the earth, gift of the sword.
That's right.
He ain't
You know,
using it
he
in
loved
vain.
that thing. Like I said, man, he married that thing.
He ain't using it in vain.
He'll marry it.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
He did. You know, they got the custom grip. Well, and anyhow.
He still got all types of stuff in his aim, man. Yeah, he got it all, man.
Ooh, and you want to take that from him?
He touches weapon more than he touches woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some? It's true.
God. Like I said, man, he got magazines about it now.
Right,
Come on, man. Who do you see on their face? You see him.
Oh, it's true.
he got his own mag. Yo, I bet, like I said, man, yeah, even must right now that buy that subscription, man, every month, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It's true.
I ain't gonna lie though. I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie though. But I mean, like, you mean some of his blessings do look nice though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I mean it's
Oh yeah,
it's
man.
still your how about Shimmy out Shaw's works,
yeah,
you know.
kinda.
But that's just Eve's blessing. That's it's a carnal thing.
Yeah,
but it's
kinda.
still beautiful in itself, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because you better believe we're gonna be cracking heads in the kingdom, but that's not gonna be our blessing or our portion.
Exactly.
You know?
That double-edged sword in our hand.
That's right. That's right.
We going back to the old days.
That's right. That's right.
The spiritual powers.
That's right.
I can see it now. Man.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. You can go ahead and just read the end part a little bit off. So.
Yeah, I get this because it kind of stood out at me. Let's see what they're talking about when it comes to the elemental P's. Even now, Americans say they are more likely to be harassed on social media than any other online forum with women, people of color, and the elemental P's. Users reporting a disproportionate amount of that abuse. Roughly 80% of users believe that companies are still doing only a fair or poor job of handling the harassment, according to the Pew Research Center survey of U.S. adults last year.
You see, but even people are soft.
Yeah, that's why you know.
People soft as shit. Oh, his words hurt me.
Nah, we live in.
That's how we know when a sensitive society, man.
Cancel culture.
Yeah, kind.
People just soft.
Everybody just soft. Nobody can take correction. Nobody wants to be corrected. Nobody wants to be told, "Hey, that's not right." Everybody's just right. You know.
Right.
That's where the confusion comes in, man.
And that's that's part of what's that? Aleister Crowley, that do as thou wilt spirit. You know, and they under the same vibration. Elon Musk is under the same vibration. They pray to the
same gods.
Yep, they pray to the same gods. You know. So they all under the same vibration, that do as you will, that freakism, you know, that pretty much be adverse to the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
You know?
Okay. I'm on that. I got a preset.
Con, you got that.
Done?
Yeah,
Con, you got it.
Yeah, go and get that preset way.
Okay. So as we were bringing out, you know, a lot of this is leaning towards, you know, the famine of the word, you know, because the devil doesn't do anything that benefits the people. It's all for him. The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and the monstrous women shall bring forth monsters. The salt waters shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself. What is the wit? You know, the prophets. You know, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is going to hide itself. And understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall the unrighteous and inconsistency be multiplied upon earth. One land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? and it shall say no. We're entering into that time where, this devil is setting up the famine of the word. And it's going to get to a point where a lot of you people is going to look for the men of the Lord, and you're not going to find it.
Because we know that nobody's going to have the answers, man, except for who? The men of the Lord, man. Like I said, we're the only ones going to have the answers, because what happens when there's no internet, or, what a lot of people don't know, what their next move is, or what their plan or strategy is. People are just going to be worried about just hoping that they make it the next day, man.
That's right.
But for us, we know, like I said, because we got hope and that faith, and that wisdom that's going to keep us stable, in those times, man. We're not going to be worried about what's going to happen in Twitter time, man, because all that stuff is not going to be matter at the point, man. It's all about, like I said, just trying to just hope that we make it out alive, man.
Right.
If the scripture says even the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. That we hope that, like I said, that we're able to make it the next day, man, without not falling off, man. Because a lot of these people, like I said, man, it just means come. It's just a matter of when and where.
Time and chance happens to all men.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't really find anything, then you call on that. Oh, unless you got one scripture, remember?
Nah, I'm good.
That was it. So with that, again, we know the whole agenda. We know that ultimately those going to bring in the famine, the word. And these are the times that be coming to, man. And like I said, that we read, I think it was last camp. About what? It's not us going to shut up our mouths. It's the Lord going to shut up our mouths, man. The same thing in the times of Noah, man.
I got that.
Go get it out. Hey, that's spirit. That's funny. Go ahead, bring it up.
Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, they can put out at that. Because don't forget, even Moses was get to talk to the people, and the Lord said, "What? Who made man's mouth?"
That's
That's
right.
The Lord did that. The Lord carried him through that, man, to say what he wanted to say, man.
Yep.
And it came out of his own thought. We see how Moses was, man. He was scared, man. Same thing the Lord gonna do to us, man, when the times come, man. The Lord gonna speak for us, man.
That's right.
So with that, hopefully brothers are edified. Of course, this is Great Millstone, Virginian. As always, to give you the latest news, articles, and lessons through the Spirit and the power of Bashim Yashai. And as first and foremost, as always, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakodash. We say double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who offer seasons of the truth, and of course, peace and blessings and salutation to Yaakimah that put in his truth throughout the four corners of earth, which is at least the best that ability to get out the four corners of earth. With that, I'm going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Ashwala.
Kwame Ashwala.
Walk up a ball. Shalom.
Shalom.